Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome back to our channel. I am Raju Upadhyay from CIMAGE College, Patna, Department of IT. Today we are going to talk about how to modify macro. If you can recall, in the previous video, we talked about how to record the macro. That means how to customize the task using the macro. Now, if you want to do some sort of modification in that, so you can do it directly with the help of the VBA code. That is called Visual Basic Application Code. So let us take an example. So let's say we are having a company called Paul Furnitures, where certain people has created a macro to follow common formatting standard in all the weekly sales report. Later on, the sales manager has asked that person to modify the current formatting applied to the sales report to enhance the visual appearance of the report. To accomplish this, the person who has created a macro has decided to perform certain modification in the recorded macro. Like the modification could be like setting the font size of the title to 50 points, applying the italic and bold effects to the title, set the font size of the column heading to 12, and apply the italic bold effects to the column headings. So how we can do that? So in order to perform this, we have to go back to the Microsoft Excel and we have to open a workbook, which is macro enabled workbook, and where we have already recorded the macro. So let me take you to the my display screen. So I'm taking you to my practical screen. So this is my payroll report for the organization, where I want to do some sort of modification in that. Obviously, we have to do the modification in the macro, which we have recorded already. So for that, we have to go for the developer tab, which is there on the menu bar. Within a developer, you have to click on within a code group. We can click on macros. So the moment you click on the macro, you remember we have created a macro called weekly sales. So I'm going to select it here, weekly sales. And within this, we are having an option called edit. So we can click on edit. The moment you click on edit, it takes you to the Visual Basic Application Code. So this is the VBA code where we are having a code. So obviously you have to be a little technical in this in order to do the modification. So let's say I wanted to do some sort of correction here. So I wanted to change the font color, a font size. Obviously, since it is a 48, I wanted to make it as 58. Let's say I want to make it like 70. Then I want to apply bold as well as italic effects. So I'll be writing dot. We'll write the property name is bold equal to true. Then if you do any sort of mistake, automatically it will give you error. Like let's say intentionally, if I'm going to press semicolon, if I hit the enter key, it is showing that expected end of the statement. So obviously this semicolon should not be there. So I'll remove it and I'll go to the next line. And here I wanted to make italic also. So I'll say italic equal to true. Right. So three correction I have done. I have changed the size to 70 and I have introduced bold and italic property as true. Then I'm going down. And here I have some sort of coding where we have the selection about interior, the pattern, then everything's are there. Just after this end width, I wanted to add something. So let's say I'm going to add it here like with selection dot font. So the font size would be 12 points. Bold has to be there. Italic has to be there. So as per my supposition, I have added these new codes. Once you have added, you need to save it. And after saving it, this has been saved inside your VBA code. That means if you wanted to do any sort of correction in your already recorded macro, you can do some sort of correction in the VBA application. This is the Visual Basic Code of Visual Studio. And in this way, all modules are there. Those who are aware of the what is called Visual Basic, they must be aware of what is called module. Module basically these are the codes, right? And these are the different sheet which we are having as an object. If you wanted to do some sort of other activity like let's say now after saving this, I'll be going for save and I can close this. So I can say file and then close. Now again I can go for the macros, and within a macro, if you wanted to delete a macro, you can click on delete. So macro will be removed from here. You can go for the options for setting the option. If you wanted to do the change in the shortcut key for the macro, you can do the change here. So this is all about for the day, where we have discussed how to modify the code in a macro using a Visual Basic application. Hope you must have understood this video very well. So thanks for watching this particular video. I'll be coming with the new and latest video in the next day. Thanks for watching this video again. Bye.